Well, this is the Sigma 35mm f2 from the contemporary series, what they call the I series of lenses. This is in L mount and I got it to pair with the silver BF, and this also is a silver lens. I think it's beautiful. It's not just about the looks. I've been using this lens and this combination actually for a week now, mostly for street photography and run and gunning with the camera with this setup, and it's been an absolute joy. And it's not just about the looks of this lens. I mean, it's beautiful, but it's not just about it. It absolutely delivers on image quality and I mean performance for the price. Let's dive right into it. First of all, the size. This lens is almost pocketable. I mean, it did throw me off guard actually when I first got it, because it is super small, super lightweight, and it feels very high quality in my hands. It doesn't feel cheap at all. And for the price, I mean, I couldn't have expected anything better than this. The design is beautiful in silver, as you can see. I absolutely love it, and it pairs very nicely with the silver Sigma BF, and also actually with my SL2S in black. Pairs really nicely and I like it. Other than that, it feels great. The build quality is stunning, and I did not expect it on a sub $800 lens. You seriously do not expect that. This is not my first Sigma lens, so I do know what Sigma lenses generally feel like. I owned a couple of Sigma art lenses before, and they are optically kind of great for the price. Again, they are not stunning, but they do their job very well for the price. But they are heavy and kind of big, usually. This one is very small, very lightweight. Yes, you sacrifice on aperture, but it's a great lens. I already have lenses that are much faster than this, much better optically maybe, much more unique, and maybe bigger, heavier lenses. I have a lot of other different lenses that I enjoy to use a lot. But what I didn't have is a small, pocketable 35mm that does autofocus, which is L mount, and I could pair with the Sigma BF, which as I said before, I love. I adore this camera. So this lens comes in clutch right now, and I do believe it's one of the nicest looking lenses I own, which is something nice to say about it, because it is cheaper. It is on the cheaper side. When I am comparing it to, let's say, a 35mm from Leica, this is the f2 Summicron M, but this thing costs around $4,000 to $5,000, so much more expensive. And honestly, it's much heavier than this. At least it feels like it. And it doesn't have autofocus, which is, again, something I enjoy using on the Sigma BF. Ergonomically, this setup feels amazing. It isn't front heavy at all. It's just right. I can hold this pretty much all day long, no strap needed. So the ergonomics win for this thing. And I do believe that if you are getting a Sigma BF, you should get one of Sigma's contemporary lenses. They have a whole line of lenses. I am honestly waiting on the 65mm. I've ordered one, but this one is great. I do like it. Now let's talk image quality. That's why we are here, right? I mean, probably. This is a review of a lens. So how does it perform optically? That's the part that surprised me the most about this. I knew the build quality is gonna be nice. Most Sigma lenses nowadays are. I knew it's gonna pair beautifully with the Sigma BF, and I knew the autofocus is gonna be up to the standard of most autofocus lenses today. I knew all of that before even getting my hands on one. What I didn't know is how it's gonna perform optically in the image quality department. because I did not watch any reviews of this lens or its sibling, the E-mount version, so I didn't really know what to expect. And to my surprise, this lens performed beautifully in the image quality department. I guess most lenses nowadays that are, in the $700, $800, $1,000 range are gonna be pretty good, to say the least. They are gonna be pretty good and they're gonna get the job done for the most part. What they aren't, usually, they don't have a certain look. They are very clinical, very sharp in the middle, probably pretty sharp around the edges, but that's it. They don't have a certain look or something beautiful about them. That's why I enjoy certain lenses. This is a ridiculous comparison, but that's why I enjoy the Noctilux. This has a look. It is the most beautiful lens I think I've ever used, and the most character that I would be comfortable using every single day. This is one of the favorite lenses that I own. And that says a lot because I've used a lot of different lenses. This one, it's very sharp, yes. It's not clinical, no, it's not clinically sharp. It's not on the Zeiss Otis level of sharpness. But I think paired with a 24 megapixel sensor of the Sigma BF, it's just fine. You're not gonna need more sharpness. You're not gonna need more sharpness in the point of focus. What it is lacking for me a bit, it lacks a bit of character, right? The autofocus elements are clean. They are. They are not distracting. F2 is fine. I wouldn't shoot many portraits with this lens, but that's just me. I like the 1.4 aperture or faster lenses. That's just a preference of mine. But what I do like is that I can bring this everywhere, and the image quality is just fine for the most part. For street photography, it's just fine, honestly. When I'm shooting the street, no subject, no whatever, f2 is fine, and it gathers plenty of light, so I don't think that's a real problem nowadays with high ISO capabilities. And yeah, but it does lack a bit of character. Yeah, I shot a couple of portraits with it. It was fine. Yes, the images are nice, but I did notice that it's not unique in any sort of way. It looks modern, it looks clean, but that's it. Maybe in image quality department, this lens surprised me a lot. It's great, it's sharp, it's not clinical, which I like. It's not that sharp. And it does have a lovely vignette, which is nice also. And the autofocus elements are pretty clean. They are not distracting at all for me. But it does lack a certain look to images that I am looking for. Something that I feel like I do get with, let's say, a Canon 35 1.4 or a Leica 35 f2 even. This lens at f2, I feel like, has a lot more separation and 3D pop to it than this one. Maybe I'll do a comparison in the future, but that's just my thoughts for now. So Does it have the magic of some ultra expensive lenses? No. But on the other hand, it's not an ultra expensive lens. It's a budget friendly option for many of us photographers that are looking for something compact, something reliable. It does get the job done, and I like it for that. And I'm gonna keep it with the Sigma BF and probably use it with my Leica SL. And yeah, I feel like it's a good option and a good budget option. It's a great lens. It's a great little lens. Let's see how big it is. This is the lens. And Sigma also have some really unique stuff, because this is the lens and most lenses have, let's say, a clip-on cap, right? These lenses are like this. You have a clip-on, just clips on the front and you're fine. With this Sigma lens, you have a beautifully finished aluminum cap and it magnetically attaches. That's beautiful. That's actual innovation in camera gear. For me at least, I actually like it. And it does pair beautifully with the Sigma BF again. So I do think that's why I like it so much. It's not just about image quality now, it's not just about autofocus, it's not just about how compact it is how seamless it is with the Sigma BF. And I feel like if this would have been a X100 style, like a fixed lens point and shoot, I would be totally fine with this. This lens is good enough for me to use every single day as a 35mm option. And that says a lot. Hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, leave a like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye!